The body is on your side of the wall. That is not supposed to be possible. Your scanner shows no breach. Your logs show no door opened. Your shift report says nothing crossed the perimeter in 48 hours. But the body is here, and it is wearing your unit's insignia, and its face is turned away from the wall, like whatever killed was already inside. But the body is not even the part that should frighten you. But that's the middle. Let's go back. You have walked perimeter sector 9 for 11 months. Every morning at 0400 you rise before the siren. You lace your boots in the dark. You drink something they call coffee from a tin mug that never gets fully clean. The city behind you is called Meridian. Population 412,000. The last 412,000. Outside the wall there is nothing. Ash plains. Collapsed infrastructure. Silence. The things that ended civilization are still out there, but they have not moved in 2 years. Command calls this a cold perimeter. That means your job is mostly watching. Log. Patrol. Report. Repeat. You are good at this job. You are good at it because you stopped asking questions. That changes on the morning of day 337. The morning you find the handprint on the inner wall. Low. Child height. On the inside surface. Facing inward. You log the handprint at 0427. You photograph it. You measure it. You submit it as a Category C anomaly. Category C means noted, not urgent, low priority. You keep walking your sector. Log. Patrol. Report. Repeat. At 0611, you see the second one. Same height. Different panel. 40 meters further down the wall. You log it as Category C again. Your hand is steady when you write the report. Your hand is not steady when you set the pen down. You request a second officer for the sector review. They send you Voss. Voss arrives at 0730 eating something wrapped in foil. He looks at the handprints. He looks at you. He says, I've seen these before. 2 sectors over. 3 weeks ago. Then he says, Command told me to reclassify them as maintenance marks. That is all he says. But that is everything. Command told him to reclassify them. Not investigate. Not alert. Reclassify. You keep walking. Log. Patrol. Report. Repeat. 3 days pass. You find 7 more handprints. You reclassify all of them as maintenance marks. Because that is what the system requires. Because you are good at this job. On the 4th night, you cannot sleep. You lie in your bunk and you think about the height of the handprints. Child height. Every one of them. On the interior surface of a wall no one should be able to reach from the outside. You get up at 0230. You go to the records room. You pull every incident report from every sector for the last 6 months. You are looking for handprints. You find something worse. You find missing persons reports. 41 of them. Filed over 8 months. All children. All between the ages of 4 and 9. All listed under the same subcategory. Voluntary perimeter departure. Children do not voluntarily depart the perimeter. There is nothing beyond the perimeter for anyone to walk toward. You find a second officer named Reyes at the bottom of the access log. She accessed the same files 14 days ago. Her access was flagged and reviewed by command. Her current assignment status reads, reassigned. Sector unknown. You close the files. You return to your bunk. You lie in the dark and you breathe very slowly and you do not close your eyes. The next morning Voss finds you in the corridor. He says nothing. He slides a folded slip of paper into your jacket pocket and keeps walking. You wait until you are alone in the sector before you open it. 3 words in small print. Don't log this. You find the body that same afternoon. On your side of the wall. No breach. No open door. No log entry. Just the body. And the insignia on its collar. and its face turned away from the wall like whatever it feared was already behind it. You crouch over it for a long time. The ash plains smell like metal and old rain. Your knees are cold against the ground. Your hands are steady now. That is the part that frightens you most. The part where you are not scared enough to shake. The part where your body already knows there is no point in shaking. You turn the body over. You see the face. You recognize her. It is Reyes. And her access badge still reads, active. Someone has been using her credentials for 14 days. Someone inside Meridian. You have 3 choices. You know that. You have known it since you opened the records room 3 nights ago. The first choice is to file the report. Log the body as discovered. Log the badge discrepancy. Submit it up the chain. Let command investigate. You know what this costs. Reyes accessed those same files and ended up here on the wrong side of the wall. You file the report and you become what she became. A reassignment to Sector Unknown. A name in a list no one is allowed to read. But 412,000 people live inside that wall, and 41 of them were children who vanished and were logged as voluntary departures. And someone inside the system made that happen. The first choice is to trust the system that is already broken. The second choice is to go to Voss. He has seen the handprints before you. He slipped you the note. He knows something. You could find him. Tell him what you found. Let him decide what comes next. You know what this costs too. You would be placing the decision in someone else's hands. You would be making Voss the next Reyes. A man who told you with 3 words that he was already afraid. Don't log this. A man with something to lose, same as you. Except Voss said he has a daughter in the residential blocks. She is 7 years old. He told you this once and only once. He did not need to say more. The second choice is to hand your danger to the one person who cannot afford to carry it. The third choice is to do nothing. Close Reyes's eyes. Drag her body behind a wall panel. Reclassify. Walk your sector. File your shift report. Drink your bad coffee. Log. Patrol. Report. Repeat. This choice keeps you alive. This choice lets the thing that killed Reyes go on doing whatever it is doing. This choice means 41 children is not the final number. You stand over her body for a very long time. The wind moves the ash across the ground around her. The city hums behind you, warm and electric and completely unaware. 412,000 lives that do not know what you are holding right now. You make your choice. You go to Voss. You find him in the lower maintenance corridor at 1900. You tell him everything. The body, the badge, the 41 names. He does not look surprised. He looks like a man who has been waiting for someone to say these things out loud. He looks like the weight of it has been on him longer than he wanted to carry it. He tells you about the gate, a secondary access point at the base of Sector 11. Not on any public map. Not on any civilian record. Opens from the inside using a Code 7 clearance. Only 11 people in Meridian carry Code 7 clearance. All 11 of them sit on the Perimeter Security Council. He tells you what the handprints mean. The things outside the wall, the things that ended civilization and have not moved in 2 years. They have not moved because they struck an agreement. Not a peace agreement. A supply agreement. The handprints are how the children find the door. They are guided to it. In the night. By people they trust. The city is alive because the council feeds it. The city is alive because certain people decided that 412,000 is an acceptable number, that certain losses are acceptable to keep that number from becoming 0. You cannot breathe. The corridor walls feel closer than they were a moment ago. The hum of the city above you sounds different now, like it was always a machine, like you just heard the gears for the first time. Voss says, "My daughter is 7. He says it the same way he said it the first time. But this time you understand what he means. He shows you what Reyes had found before she was silenced. A data terminal in the lower archive. Unsecured. Like she left it open on purpose. Like she knew someone would come looking after she was gone. The terminal holds the full record. Every name. Every date. Every council vote that authorized it. The file is dated 2 years ago. 2 years ago, the same month the things outside stopped moving. You copy the file. You look at Voss. He is already looking at you. You both know what comes next. You both know it changes nothing about tonight. Tonight the door in Sector 11 is scheduled to open again. You have 40 minutes. You reach Sector 11 with 9 minutes left. You find the door. You find a council officer at the door. You find a child at the door. The child is not afraid. That is the thing you will not be able to stop seeing later. The child is calm because someone has made this seem like a normal thing. Someone has taught a child to walk toward the dark without flinching. You stop it. That night you stop it. The council officer is detained. The child is returned to Meridian. The file you copied reaches the civilian broadcast network before command can contain it. Voss makes sure of that. That is the last thing Voss does before they reassign him. The council is exposed. 3 members are arrested within 48 hours. The other 8 are still in their positions pending a formal review. Formal reviews in Meridian take a long time. Everyone knows this. You are reassigned to Sector 9. Same corridor. Same shift. Same burnt coffee. Log. Patrol. Report. Repeat. The system keeps running. You are the only one who knows what it costs to keep it running. And you still show up. Every morning. Before the siren. Boots laced in the dark. Because someone has to stand between the city and what feeds on it. Even when the city is the thing doing the feeding.